Guys family, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. It is Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, para todos, the whole 9 yard. It's been a beautiful day. I'm usually not a lazy person, but today has been a lazy day, and I feel somewhat good about that because we all live in this world of a rat race where we're always constantly on the go, constantly on the grind, grinding, making money moves, learning stuff, getting good information, concept. And now that the world has been fully open for at least the last 2 years, constantly up and down the road, going between work, going between talking to different clients, because I wholesale real estate on the side, going out, having a good time, get on planes. If you, like I said, if you're on my Instagram, if you're on my Facebook page, if you're on my if you're on my TikTok, I've taken a total of 11 trips this year. And all those trips has made me put things in perspective. It's like I've learned something, I've had fun, but I've learned that it's time for me to 2024 just needs to be about life-changing moves. Less fun, life-changing decisions, life-changing moves. Less talking, more action. Um, because it's not normal for a regular working everyday person, unless it's part of their job, to take 11 trips in 1 year. I think that's highly abnormal, but I don't think it's a bad thing because a lot of people can't even take one trip a year because a lot of people don't get leave from the job. A lot of people don't have the financial means. A lot of people have children, so they can't. For most families, a trip is getting in the car and driving someplace within a 2 or 3 hour radius, at the most 4 hour radius, because it's so expensive to. It's and I've noticed this now more flying. All the trips I've taken, I've noticed that there's been less families on airplanes than it has been couples or single people on planes. Now, whether the person is single or not, I'll just say people who are by themselves. It's been more of that in my travels. I'm not going to say I'm not on every flight. That's just physically impossible. But in my travels, and I've traveled with, Alaska Airlines, I've traveled with American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Air Canada, Southwest. Not too good to travel with Southwest. If you can get me there at a good price, that's all. United Airlines. Is there anybody else I'm missing? I think that's it. But all these specific airlines, and I got to tell you, um, one thing is for certain. It's like I've seen less families traveling because mostly families travel by car. Because it's way cheaper because you're just spending gas money. You already have to feed more people when you go traveling, so it's just different. So I understand why families take weekend trips, day trips, things of that nature. I get it more now than ever because just me alone going someplace is going to be a couple $100. So imagine you with 1 to 2 kids. Um, like when I got back from Phoenix, I think there might have been only 2 families on the whole plane. And I know it's different when you have a baby because I believe you don't have to, if I'm not mistaken, you don't have to buy a ticket for the baby because you're going to hold the baby the whole time. So that's how it is. But yeah, it's just like I've learned that it's time for me to make a move. It's time for me to get the hell out of where I'm at. It's time for me to meet some new people and start doing some new things. Because if not, I'll just be around the same mundane people. I'll just be around the same area, having the same conversations. And this is advice I can go. I'm going to go. I'm going to say, if you're going into 2024 with the same mindset of just scraping by, then you're losing mentally and financially and in all aspects of the day. You're losing. And I don't hate to say it like that. It sounds like I'm being crass. It sounds like I'm being a jerk, but it does. I'm just being realistic. And I'm saying this to myself. If this time Christmas in 2024, if I'm not making a move, then I failed for the 2024. If things aren't different, then I have failed for 2024. 2023 has been a year I've had to get certain things out of my system, get some bucket list things, but yeah, 2024, it needs to be for every regular working person. It needs to be about making the right move, and you need to be in a position. And I don't care if it's financially, I don't care if it's health wise, I don't care if it's where you live at. You need to be in a position where you're making moves. The ultimate money move, because being broke is not just money. Being broke is a state of mind. So the ultimate money move in this life is anything that helps advance who you are. I don't care if it's certification. I don't care if it's a degree. I don't care if it's starting a business. Whatever involves enhancing who you are, that is what making money moves. Hashtag make money moves means to me. So I'll leave it at that. Anyways, today's word of the day is reproduce. Stands for to produce a counterpart, image, or to produce offspring sexually or asexually, to produce again or anew and recreate. Perfect word for the day, because in 2024, we all need to reproduce. Whatever way, and I'm not telling you to go crazy and have a sex fest and under that nature. I'm not saying have a bunch of unwanted babies. I'm not saying that because too many people are doing that nonsense for the last 20, 30 years and think it's cool and it's not. But I'll leave it at that. But reproduce in 2024, and I'm challenging not only myself, you all, but I'm challenging myself. In 2024, it's time for people to reproduce the great things of who they, the great things in life, reproduce the greatness that is them, reproduce the skill sets that they have, and the skill sets that they can obtain tomorrow. Reproduce the greatness that, even if you have a family, reproduce the greatness that involves making your family better. Because if you're better, hence your family should be better. And if you make your family better, hence you should be better. If you make your friends better, hence you are better. And if you are better, you should make your friends better. It's all a beautiful roller coaster. It's all a beautiful merry-go-round, just like the U.S. economy. All right? Money, whoever you spend your money with, I used to say this, Sam has said it in a minute. Who you spend money with and who you bank with holds way more power than who you vote for. All right? So this Christmas holiday, I know the real reasons behind it, but the reason in America for the season is the economics. Boosting the American economy, people making money, people spending money, people getting things. Exchange for products and money. So that's why I was laughing about the whole, I have a fancy car, I have overpriced clothing. Great job. You made somebody else rich. Keep up the good work. But that's the American way. But anyways, today's quote is by Lil Wayne. It says, I just want to make sure my family's straight. And the best way for your family to be straight, for not only for you to be there for them, for not only for you to care for them, but for you to ensure that you're enhancing who you are as a person, making yourself better. Therefore, you make them better. And if you make them better, therefore, they make you better. So on that note, do the great three things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. As always say, make money moves, or you're going to live like a fool. Take care.